How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Catterson here with Modern Family episodes number 21 and 22 of season 4. With next week, we will be concluding this season. So, yeah, excited to see how we do end things. I do wonder if we'll have something akin to the season 3 finale. We will have a big reveal to lead into season 5, but we'll have to wait and see about that one. But yeah, I mean, this season's been great, and it was just really great stuff last time around, especially with the obviously revisiting Claire's little health scare earlier on this season, and how there was, of course, concerns when it came to Phil and Claire in regards to the prospect of their children, especially seeing the other family that was in and how reminiscent it was. It was like looking into the future. So, yeah. And we also had the whole continuation of the house flipping saga. So, yeah. But it was really, really good stuff. So why don't we get into the first of these two episodes? It's episode number 21 of season 4 of Modern Family. Let's go. Don't mind me.
Yeah, I'm on the same side of the door as you are. Pam? Lily lost her first tooth today, and she's very excited about
When I had my first loose tooth, my mama tied one end of a string to it,
of course,
and the other to the tail of a Guernsey cow, fired off a 12-gauge shotgun,
doorknob.
And the cow went...
No, she sure is taking her sweet time.
Maybe you should just go back to sleep, sweetie.
A lot of other kids who've lost their tooth.
I've got nowhere to be.
Oh, God. I love how on it she is. She's determined to expose the Tooth Fairy.
She wants me to act like a nurse.
Now it sounds like a date in Haley's life.
Ooh.
Wow!
Okay, no.
Jeez, the fact she's impressed.
No.
It's for Luke's career day. I thought I'd offer the kids a chance to put their face on my body.
Ew.
Ew, I just heard.
Joy, come on.
He came in with 2 price guns in holsters and marked our teacher at $1.29 before she knew what hit her.
I bet that produced a lot of laughs.
Claire, please.
Oh, come on! That was great! That was great from Claire!
Why didn't you ever try it?
I was busy with work and family. I was going to start writing after my divorce, but you know,
Jay should...
life got in the way.
Wow!
When you say life, am I life?
I meant you keep me busy.
You had a 3-hour nap on Sunday.
He's not complaining,
What? Your 2-hour
but...
nap on Saturday?
Oh, no.
Jay.
Nice touch.
Oh my gosh, it's a lot.
Oh, my God.
Stickers.
I would be annoyed.
A toothbrush.
There's no money.
$100 bill.
What the shit?
I love the Tooth Fairy.
The Tooth Fairy gave our daughter $100.
Where was this Tooth Fairy when I was a kid?
Guess what?
This should be fun.
I've been in your house when you weren't home. And yours. And yours. No, I'm not a burglar. I'm
yeah.
a realtor.
Great start.
Hey, sorry I'm late. I just sold another mansion. How you doing, honey?
Oh, not... Oh, no!
Kerrigan.
Houses? I don't have time for that.
This is Gil's chance to ruin it.
Sounds like we need to start at the beginning. You see, real estate is about people.
People?
I couldn't agree more, Phil. Best part of our job
There we
is putting
go.
the right person in the right home. 3 kids, am I right? That's why I brought plenty of Gil Pickles! Who wants a Gil Pickle? Come on.
Gil
let's see it.
Pickle.
All right, come on, grab one.
That sounds
Genius.
disturbing.
So much better than my Philo case.
One of him in bed is more than enough.
Wow!
It turns out we have a little extra time. Mrs. Dunphy.
Oh,
I'm sure the class would love to hear from you.
Oh,
She
no,
just
I
flipped the
came home to help
house?
My husband. I'm a stay-at-home mom.
I know, and that's a very important job.
It is. Yeah. I can.
Just
I can
throw
do this
her
for a
into the
minute.
spotlight.
Job, I'd probably drink myself to death, honestly. Oh, hey, let's give her a round of applause, everybody. Come
He's
on.
going for 2.
Oh,
for
come
the
on, you better
Dunphys.
let me hear ya. All right, all right.
Torpedoing
All right, Francis
them.
Smith, get out of here.
No. No. We have 3 more hours.
Didn't you just say you had a little bit more time? 3 more hours listening to the... Oi. I'd shoot myself.
Take you up on your little challenge, but you should know this. This behavior of yours is not going to fly when you lose your looks.
Wow.
You're gonna be long gone by then.
Yikes! Damn, Gloria, that was brutal.
Your little meltdown in there got me thinking. I'm building a retail office development.
Oh,
I'm using liaison to work
hells.
with the planning commission.
Are you offering me a job?
Phil's not gonna take this well. Oh no.
For the safety of you and your family, I gotta get you out of that house.
Please leave the $100 under your pillow tonight, and I'll give you $1. Sorry if that bites. Oh.
Let me see that.
If that bites, cause
I
tooth.
can't read.
Well, it sounds like she's really in a jam, and I think we're gonna have.
Oh my god, it reminds me of that Sonic Boom bit with Knuckles.
Ooh, let me see. Oh wait, I can't read.
Goated show, by the way, Sonic Boom. Check it out. It shouldn't be as hilarious as it is, but it is. So
It looked like syrup left over from breakfast, which made him realize it was lunchtime. Bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich, or BLT as Chuck Stone called it, really hit the spot. The secret Chuck realized was real mayonnaise, not that healthy crap.
no, it's gonna drop on the fat.
Sorry, Claire. I hate to do this, but I have to use my veto.
Veto?
Veto.
Oh, you don't get any vetoes.
You veto me all the time.
Because you have dumb ideas.
Name one. That went on for a while.
Yeah.
And let's not forget
you really
shower
took your
snacks.
own hole there.
International Space Station's gonna crash into Times Square on New Year's Eve.
So he's
That's-
short of time.
Got about
Yeah.
2 minutes. He's desperate.
How about this?
Not bad
Chuck Stone
stuff.
smiled and lit a cigarette, as if he had all the time in the world, when in fact, the world was about to end.
Holy crap.
Poetic.
What happens next?
Oh
Let's do this.
no, Haley. No way.
Lily, look who came to say hi.
It's me, the Tooth Fairy.
Oh
And I've come to
my.
ask you for a teeth. Wait a minute, you're not the Tooth Fairy.
Oh,
you're
God.
Haley.
Ah! I love how perception, even through the
There's
mask.
that glitter.
Why did you lie? You said lying was wrong.
But we also
Kills
said
birds.
that when someone.
And this will probably put you on the naughty list, but who needs presents every year? You
Haley.
got $100. You can ride around that empty Christmas
Damn,
tree
Haley,
until you're not
guilt
ready.
her.
Can I have some time to think about it?
Damn.
You know what? We're going to tell your mom before she goes into business with this guy. He's guilty of being
Oh.
on my side.
Oh.
Hello.
Terrible, Phil. Terrible form.
You're fine.
CIA had all sorts of top secret technology. Who's to say they didn't have cell phones?
Manny, let it go.
You don't know what goes on in Area 51, for example.
He doesn't seem very good at his job.
He's flawed. That's what makes a character interesting. If you want someone perfect, put in a robot.
A robot. I like a robot.
Oh
Put a
no!
robot in my story.
It's different than that. I have been on the sidelines for so long. I didn't know if anybody would ever think I have what it takes again.
Oh.
I know. Gil is not the greatest guy, but this is important.
That's true.
And I
He's a
think
dick.
I
You should take the job.
Ooh.
No, Luke, she's right.
This is going to make Claire
Mom's
happy.
gonna be amazing at this.
We all weave a web of lies.
He's continuing that story.
Some we tell to try to help the ones we love.
Good on Lily. Choosing the right choice.
Some we tell to try to fool ourselves.
Jay will
And
get
some we tell
better.
because
Honey, what are you doing home so early?
I quit.
Yeah.
That man is a complete pig. He treated me like a servant. He showed me absolutely no respect.
I'm so sorry. You deserve better than that.
I do.
Had a feeling she'd quit, especially with that D-bag.
I feel like you heard me wrong. I said, what's for
I
dinner?
heard you.
You're really not scoring good points there, Phil. Just saying. Yeah. Oh, man. Had a feeling she'd quit, though. Like, okay, well, she might have had a long, tough day and all. She's going to come home. She quit. And plus, Gil is a bit of a dickhead. So, yeah. I mean, the way he was just interrupting Phil's thing and all of that. What an asshole he is. And then, of course, to make matters worse, yeah, with Claire, she was he took advantage of that kind of position where Claire needed to be rescued in his mind. So yeah, And of course, he's going to be very, very vulgar about the whole thing. So it was only a matter of time before. That's it though. Claire saw an opportunity to thrive in a career, because she has been struggling, and this is an opportunistic moment. But the problem is you've got someone who doesn't really appreciate you, and this is more so like, oh, this is going to give you something, but, you know, it's going to benefit me more, if that makes sense. So, it's just really, really ridiculous, and, yeah. And I'm glad that, I guess I am, I know this is usually a term that really applies for dating and all of that, but there are going to be plenty more fish in the sea in terms of job opportunities, even if she is, 42 and all of that. So, yeah. And better than I'm trying to think of a name for Gil. I don't know. Something like GG or something like that in terms of a term that really that really throws him under the bus or something like that, like gutless skill or something like that. That's as good as it will be for the time being. But she doesn't need Gil. She doesn't need someone like Gil who's gonna just undermine her and Phil. So yeah, and of course, at the end of the day, Phil is gonna do what's best for Claire. In terms of, look, if this is what makes you happy, then go for it. This shouldn't be about my rivalry. This should be about what you want best in life. So yeah. But yeah, at the end of the day, it was all for naught, because Claire she kind of understood why Phil was a bit reluctant for this whole thing to work out, because yeah, he is a bit of a dick. So yeah. But yeah, the stories were really, really fun. Especially the whole Tooth Fairy situation. Haley just dressing up as the Tooth Fairy was just absolutely amazing. It was just really, really fun stuff. And the fact that Lily was able to tell, after a bit of, not immediately, it was just after a bit of conviction in terms of, why can't you do this? Why can't you do that? So, yeah. And yeah, of course, Cam had to go overboard. Not just in terms of the bloody $100, but the glitter as well. I share Mitch's frustration. Glitter getting everywhere, yeah. Cam put too much into that in terms of not just the money, but the glitter as well. Because that shit is that's the devil's, that's the devil materials, isn't it? Just glitter, because it just annoys you, doesn't it? It just gets everywhere and all of that, so, yeah. But it was really, really, that's it though. $100 for a tooth. It's not just really, really OTT in principle, but it's just gonna force, getting that $1 for a kid is just, for losing a tooth, or $5 or whatever. It's just very, very appetizing in itself. 100 is just going to be okay, well, Lily's going to find ways to knock all of her teeth out so she can get $2,000 or something like that. So, yeah. Yeah, it was just really, really, it was really, really great stuff to have Haley dress up as the Tooth Fairy. Not just that though, but Haley really divulged onto, she really, really made Lily cave by divulging into the whole situation. Well, you know what? If Santa catches wind of this, he's going to put you on the naughty list in terms of, adhering to a mistake that I made and being selfish, and you being selfish about it. So, yeah, it was just really, really fun stuff, because Lily is very sharp. We know that, from a very, very, young age and all of that. She has quite a bit of sharpness in her. So it was just really, really fun stuff to see Lily not just challenge her dads, but also for her to be on the receiving end of things, because she's still a kid at heart and all of that. So of course Santa, yeah, that's it. You can keep the 100, but you won't get any presents and all of that. So yeah, it's a like, she is so set on that $100. Like, no, this means the world to me. You know what else? But Christmas, you can't take that away from a kid, right? So she's gonna have to cave. Like I said, she might be sharp, but she's still a kid, and taking Christmas away from a kid is just it's just an impossible battle, really. You can't win that. So yeah, it was just really, really great stuff. But yeah, I just really, really loved how things went by with like I said, especially Haley with the Tooth Fairy outfit, and yeah, just iconic. And I just loved the whole situation on Jay. So yeah, yeah, he really should, like, in all fairness, he really should not have made that mention about life got in the way and all of that. So yeah, I felt like what was going on inside his head meant a little bit different to what actually came out. Because I get it, he's not complaining necessarily, but he is, if that makes sense. Because I feel like with Jay, he's happy and content with Gloria and all of that. But Gloria, and just in general, you're going to hear him saying life, nudge, nudge, Gloria, got in the way. Yeah, you see how bad that sounds, don't you? So, yeah. But honestly, I was kind of rooting for Jay to be a writer. Maybe this could be a thing that's set. I mean, writing is not an easy gig. I do my writing on all of that, and yeah, so, and it can be very, very, like, even if you've had a good amount of time to crack into writing, it can still be a bit of a challenge, especially if it's a continuation. You could write anthologies and all of that, and that makes, I feel like that might make things a little bit easier and all of that, but if you're doing a continued series and all of that, it becomes a little bit harder. So, yeah, but, I mean, writing in itself can be very, like, even if you're just starting out, it can be very, very, like, especially first time out the bat and all of that, and, yeah, I mean, it could be very, he should have had some planning rather than just jump straight into the lines then. That's my advice for Jay. I mean, Jay didn't hack it, Manny ended up writing for him, and, yeah, I just loved how Gloria was questioning about the story, and Manny just was done. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, I feel like for Jay, maybe some planning would have been best, because yeah, you've got this idea in your head, but he really didn't act out on it because life got in the way. So so really, I mean, that's it though. Like, with my audio series and all of that, I can have, like, there are moments where I'll have ideas in the gym, for example, that will, like, oh my god, I just thought that is a great idea and all of that. But I gotta write it down in terms of how to make it work and all of that, because a little bubble bursting in your brain in terms of an idea, that's all well and good, but you gotta map things out in, well, at least for me, I try to map it out in terms of, okay, how can we execute this and all of that. So yeah, and how is it gonna look, and yeah, so because that's it though, like, you will have this idea brewing up inside your mind, but like, even for a character, for example, okay, sound like you might have some of the details in terms of oh, you know what would go well with this character, you know, this element, for example, but you've also got to account for further details about said character. So yeah, it's like for my characters in my audio series, I mean, there is, like, if I'm creating a long running character, okay, well, I think one of the main cores about this character, is insert idea here, but also I want to, kind of flesh them out a bit because I don't want them to get a bit boring after like 2-3 episodes and all of that. I've got to flesh them out and all of that. So yeah, it's fun writing. It can be very, very fun. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, that's it. I feel like Jake, like, you shouldn't give up whatsoever. That's my advice, because you might not get it out the gate first time, but that it seems like a thing he's very, very passionate about. And yeah, he will bring up the whole the grave error of mentioning life got in the way. So yeah, but as someone who, like, from how old was I? I was like 10, 11 or something like that. I wanted to make my own fictional work and all of that. And here I am, 30 and a half, and I've managed to, like, there have been, like, moments where I was thinking, is this going to be feasible to execute the way I want it? And I've managed to create my own audio series, and it's something that I do really, really love and all of that, because it's a passion at the end of the day, and you shouldn't really let your passions just be that, right? Like, just, okay, it's a dream that is unattainable and all of that. I mean, sure, if you want to go to the to the moon and all of that, that might be a bit challenging, but if you want to do something more grounded, something more doable, like writing and all of that, then yeah, you should go for it. And if it needs a bit of work, like with Jay experienced and all of that, then yeah, practice makes perfect, really. So no one, like, that's it though. Jay's not going to crack it in day one. I mean, he was suffering from, I guess, writer's block from the very get-go, when that narration suddenly curtailed it into his own life and all of that. But like I said, no one said writing is easy. So I've been doing that shit for like nearly a decade, and it still can be a bit challenging. So even emotionally. So that's when it gets rough, emotionally challenging, because it's like, yep, try to hold back the tears, Liam. Oh boy. Anyways, this is episode number 22 of Modern Family Season 4. Let's go.
Recently just come out, and as he put it, it was hard to love someone else if he couldn't love himself.
I actually said those words. It's kind of hard to love myself right now.
I'll call you when I feel more. Yes, it's been 100 years. Plus, this is one of the many benefits of being gay. We can be friends with our exes without all the petty jealousy straight people go through.
Well, I guess I am friends with Pepper, so...
I went on one date with Pepper. One. When are
One
you gonna
date.
Stop bringing it up.
When you stop reacting like that?
Daddy loves Pepper.
Oh my god.
Wait, Claire, it's not the 70s. We know better.
There was lipstick on the bottle.
There are my babies.
How was dinner?
Perfect. I had a steak, I had some ice cream, Gloria found a hair in her fish, and it didn't cost us a penny.
It might have been
Oh,
my own hair, but Jay was happy
it
that
might
I
have been
didn't
her
say
own.
anything. What?
Honey,
What? The judgment.
I know you've been wanting to get back out there, and I always kind of thought that if you did go back to work, you'd come back to work with me.
I worked there for half a summer 20
And
years ago.
it was terrific, honey. Listen,
Ooh, bit of...
obviously we'll start you out slow. We'll give you time to relearn about
Again,
the place, and
can it be any worse than Gil? Ooh, pardon me. Yeah, that's it though. Like, Jay is a lot better, I mean, of course there's gonna be a bit of, like, that pressure, but take that chance. Like, again, like, if with Claire, it was all, like, last episode was all about taking that chance whilst you can and all of that. And obviously Phil was a bit unhappy initially, but wanted Claire to do what felt best for Claire. Take that chance, I would say, now. No matter what.
Here's little man. Oh, love him.
what did I say about these flowered blankets for him? Huh?
Might be
He's trying to
cozy.
take after Hugh Hefner over there.
Very amusing, Jay. Let me just get your name down. Now Another brochure from the community.
You just made the
college.
list.
You know, I bet Mom is.
The 4 big times that I disappointed him, it devastated me.
There you go,
First time I
pressure.
cut off all my hair. I went to college out of state. I crashed his vintage Jag into a wall.
Vintage Jag. Uh-oh.
That's only 3.
Kids, dinner!
What was... Oh, no. Phil, oh, no.
Oh, catch up. I'll lace up. Okay. You're fine, okay.
Hey, Uncle Cam.
Don't know. Oh,
Oh my gosh, hey, what's going on? What are you guys doing here?
Teddy invited us.
You guys know Teddy?
uh-oh.
Great.
Friend Phil and Claire, Jay and Gloria, your cousin Pete.
Cousin Pete?
Okay, it's a fundraiser, all right? I'm sure he just invited everyone on his contact list.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Oh.
Of course it does.
Ah, there is no place to sit.
Always room at my table for my darling nieces.
Really?
you
4
beat us to-
seasons?
We were gonna ask this kid if we could share.
Well, he was just leaving.
Yeah, you could totally sit with us. You know, I debated even putting you two on here.
You just made the list!
Fancy.
Yeah.
You owe me $50 for the golf.
Well, maybe I'll slip it to you during your next prostate exam.
Wow.
Count the days, you perv.
So funny. You and Jay.
Cam's
really
feeling
see
left
that thing,
out.
don't ya?
Oh, no.
Gloria,
I
what's the
kind of
nature
feel
your
bad.
relationship with her.
Well, actually, we just met tonight. You know, I'm not so sure she likes me.
Really? Oh, well, I mean, she just takes a little time to warm up.
Be more excited about that,
And
Cam.
thank you.
Bathroom, come with me. Be right back, guys.
Oh, no. Here we go again.
What do you think you're doing out there? I'm flirting? That's what I was afraid of.
Ah!
I'm not gonna pretend I'm stupid just so a boy would like me. Of course not. But you don't have to put the poor guy to shame.
Yeah, you're correcting him, actually.
Your value, not to.
Oh, you're really going through something. Want to talk about it? Not even a little bit. And don't go hounding me like you always do. Well, thanks for restoring my faith in this family. Too bad I'm not related to Teddy. He seems terrific.
Doesn't he, though?
Oh,
These men?
Cam heard that, like, yep.
Chin up.
Amazing.
Thank you for saving me.
Oh,
Let me get in there, boys.
Oh.
Excuse me.
yeah, he pissed.
Okay.
New high
Okay,
score.
Clearly, it's time to talk. All right, Cam, you're
Oh,
obviously
boy.
upset.
That's it though. He's jealous because the family. It's like he's being pushed. It's like he's being replaced by the entire family. If that makes sense. Because Mitch knows Teddy, and it's like they would have preferred me over. They would have preferred Teddy over me, right? So I mean, obviously the love is there when it comes to Mitch and Cam, but the family is like, Cam, roll out. Teddy, roll in. That's going on in his mind. So, yeah, it's a very interesting way to delve into the jealousy issues, isn't it? By, you know, rather than going for the cliche, oh, the ex is still hung up. It's the family is kind of hung up still, right?
To break up with Teddy? Is that what you're asking?
Of course
Jesus.
not. I would never ask that. That would be insane.
Well, good.
It would be as insane for me to ask that as it would be sane for you to offer it.
So that is what you're asking.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
basically.
Not
Oh,
asking. But
God.
if you decide to do it, I want it to come from you, not me. Mitchell, I know you'll do what's right. Unless you like seeing me humiliated.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh no.
Stop seeing him.
This is coming from Cam, isn't it?
No,
They
it's
know.
not.
They know.
Wait a
Yeah, the
Cam
way he's
doesn't think you
nodding.
can love him and Teddy at the same time? And you just sold Cam out like that. Wow.
Mitch, you're going on the list.
Sweet of you.
Hey, skaters! Good news! Fire's out! Sorry for the scare.
All right, before you get upset, this was just about convenience.
Was it? Or
You
was
were
it a
far
perfect
away.
metaphor? Congratulations, Mitchell. This is as sad as I've ever been in roller skates.
Oh my God.
I got a girl pregnant. It's a whole thing.
I'll do it for a minute.
Thank
sure.
you, thank
Okay.
you. Oh, hey.
Yeah.
I still think about that kiss.
I don't think she does.
God, what's a hero? Someone who's not afraid of anything and who's strong? That's you. But Dad's so great too.
Oh, here it comes.
Okay, all right. You just
Get
sit
the
down,
bucket.
sweet pea. Have your drink. You're gonna be fine.
Oh, that's just pierced Claire's heart.
You were insensitive, like you are being now. And while I really appreciate the opportunity, and I do love you very much, I don't think that working together is a very good idea.
It's not good for her. She just had a heart scare the other episode.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm very disappointed.
I mean, and you proved Luke's point. You're not scared. You've got it out there.
This is about getting you some confidence. Guys will pick up on that. Better guys. Guys who can lose to a girl without feeling
They were the
emasculated.
test subjects. Oish.
Okay, try not to throw this in my face one day, but sometimes you're actually really smart. Like, smart. I'm happy to know that.
I didn't care. That's why I can't work for him. He was hard on me then. He's gonna be hard on me now.
No,
I'm telling you,
not
people
necessarily.
don't change. I've changed. I don't have
Oh,
to put
you
up with this
change,
stuff.
but no one else
I'm a
does.
complete-
Do you feel good that you were at least honest with him?
No, and
Why?
super
Why?
no.
Why?
Because I'm the one who's left with this awful feeling every time I disappoint him, and it's not fair. Because I'm not the bad guy here. He needs to know that.
But when they broke up, I was actually kind of glad. Of course, Mitchell thought that I was uncomfortable because of the gay thing, and maybe I was, but I really just want him to be happy.
And that's with
like
Cam.
he is now. And when you two started up,
Look at Claire. Like, this is also reverberating
there
Claire.
it is.
So, Dad, if that offer still stands.
There we go.
What changed?
You did?
Thanks. Maybe it's the person you love most in the world. Or the guy who makes the most out of life.
God.
No matter what anyone thinks.
Everybody's laughing.
The hero in my family is my family.
There we
Because
go.
of who we are together.
There we go. Look at her shine. Look at Haley shine. Look at how Alex is
C-.
smiling.
This was not the assignment. I'll tell you who's not my hero. Mrs. Rita McNabb.
Yeah. What a Debbie Downer.
I guess the thing that I'll never forget is the sound that it made. It was like bells and whistles and sirens. It's an impossible.
The animosity.
That's
Like that.
literally the first punch I've ever thrown.
You are never to see him again.
Yes, I know.
Damn. He can't win, can Cam? Cam can't win. Ugh. Is it bad that I didn't think Teddy was that bad whatsoever? And it's just that there is this kind of villainization with him, like, oh, he's so better at everything and all of that. And it's kind of sad, I'm not gonna lie. So, I mean, it was pretty great for all of the, like, the majority of this episode, the family were all in one place, and it was kind of great to see. And we still got kind of isolated interactions, like with Alex and Haley. That was absolutely sweet. Glory and Phil, not so much. But yeah, I mean, I just really thought it was great stuff in terms of developing certain characters, like with Claire, and how she was, you know, dealing with that whole situation. I mean, I was just thinking from the very beginning, I mean, it can't be any worse, surely, than Gil. And it's just very interesting to consider that, because not to say Jay is worse than Phil, definitely not Gil, should I say, Phil and Gil. But yeah, not to say that Jay is worse than Gil. But I think it's the amount, like, especially coming from your father and all of that as well. Like, I mean, it kind of does feel a bit crushing, doesn't you? If you've got to feel like you're a disappointment and all of that. So yeah, and yeah, I mean, it was just really interesting to see this dilemma as well, because it was a really it was a really interesting, like, journey for Claire to navigate to the, because I really loved that moment where Jay was comforting Cam. But it also reverberated onto Claire, unknowingly for Jay. But I think the reason why it was reverberating was because Claire realized that, well, Jay has changed a lot. So and that's it though. Like, as soon as she said people don't change, I'm like, really? Are you kidding me? So yeah. what happened like 2 decades ago is like, if you're the same person that you are like 10 years ago, then you've wasted 10 years of your life. And that's not Jay. So we all change when you think about it. And that's it. With Jay, he like we've seen the softer side of him, and not just that though, but the idea of Jay presenting this idea to Claire of this opportunity, looking out for her, giving her something to do, rolls on nicely from the last episode where she had this opportunity, of course, but the caveat was, hey, let's work with some misogynistic piece of shit, basically. Who just does not give a hoot about your feelings or anything like that, yada, yada, yada. So, yeah. And of course, we knew she just quit day one, understandably. Now, with Jay, obviously, he can be a very, very tough character. But again, he has warmed, and especially now that he's a new father as well. I mean, that can potentially bring out a few more heartwarming characteristics from Jay. So, yeah. So it was just really, really interesting to go into this journey. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, there were 2 moments that I felt really, really warmed by with this episode. It was definitely, like I said, the talk with Claire and Jay, or Jay and Cam, should I say, with Claire listening in and realizing that hit her too. But Claire and Luke as well, when Luke was freaking out and he was stress eating and he was just in a flurry. Reason being was because he didn't want to disappoint Phil, which is it kind of breaks your heart, doesn't it, that he was freaking out about how Phil would take this. He didn't want to hurt Phil's feelings, did Luke. Especially since it's not more so about the dynamic between Phil and Luke, but it's, I chose Claire over Phil. I chose my mum over my dad, and it's like, ugh. So, yeah. But it was really, really a moving moment for Claire to kind of conquer her own journeys as well, because Luke did say something that, again, there was another moment that resonated with Claire. I mean, the first occasion I mentioned was with Jay to Cam, and of course this moment occurred earlier because that led to Claire approaching Jay, but there was that fearlessness, and it followed from Claire telling Jay what he needed to hear in terms of her own thoughts and all of that. So yeah, but it was a really, really loving moment there with Luke saying, you know, the first person I can think of as in terms of being a hero is my mom. So yeah, I mean, Phil does have some kind of fearful bits and pieces to him and all of that, but like he does fear a few things, does Phil, but it's the message, and it's what Claire needed to hear to, again, propel her own journey. So yeah. So yeah, and again, I loved Haley and Alex so much. It was great. Especially with Haley trying to give a little bit of a confidence boost to Alex. It was just really nice. Because of course Alex said Alex made the boys feel stupid in terms of correction, actually. So yeah. But Haley didn't want to sabotage it, not because of the fact that she wanted, because that's it though, she didn't want her to be with them, but not for a negative reason. It's because this whole thing, Haley was using them as guinea pigs, basically, to just boost Alex's self-esteem. And it's just great. It's just really, really amazing. And now Haley is looking into that college and all of that, which is great because, again, there's a bit of reverberation going on here where Alex said something about how smart she can be, which is great. So yeah, because that's it though. She was using those. She was trying to give advice and all of that, and she was using those boys as a means, not for her own ideals and all of that. She's got Dylan, right? I don't know, but she was using that as a device in terms of helping her younger sister. She wanted her to thrive, so it was just really nice stuff to see. So yeah, I just felt so bad for Phil though. I mean. Yeah, he just he was just not having a great time with. I mean, Gloria was like wanting to skate and all of that, and she just didn't know how to. And it's like, yeah. So, like I said, poor Phil. But yeah, shall we do the Teddy talk? Oh boy, I that's it though. Teddy does seem to, like, it was really, really an interesting dynamic, like I said, where it seemed like it wasn't the cliche, oh, the ex is still hung up and all of, like, my partner's still hung up about the ex. It was more so about the family are still hung up on the ex. So, yeah. And that's it though. Like with the idea of Mitch and the ex, there does seem to be a bit of an acceptance, but where it does feel hurtful, doesn't it? Because of the idea that you feel like they prefer Teddy over Cam. Where of course we had that important chat with Jay and Cam, where look, everyone might have this liking to Teddy, but at the end of the day, and it's really important, it comes from Jay. They're happy, and mainly Jay is happy that his son is with someone that makes him happy, and that's all he wants, really. So, and he expressed how he was, I guess, relieved that Teddy and Mitch did break up and all of that, mainly because it's about compatibility for Mitch, where, you know, Mitch has Cam and he's happy, and that's happy enough for Jay. So yeah. So I mean, there's still, of course, that bit of resentment where Teddy beats that high score and all of that. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was just very, very there were just some moments that were just like, come on. Like, with the fire escape thing, I mean, Cam was so far away, and obviously after the whole dilemma and all of that about Mitch revealing to everyone about how Cam is jealous about the reactions that the family are giving to Teddy, it's like, come on, this is common sense though. Like, Cam's so far away. Teddy's there, so yeah. But yeah, it was nice. Like I said, that talk with Jay. So yeah, but I mean, it was just a really, really funny scenario. Like I said, with the whole Teddy situation, especially since I didn't, you know, have a problem with Teddy myself, but it was more so Cam was worried that the family preferred Teddy over him. So because I think Cam does have that awareness that he could be a bit more flamboyant and a bit more extra, and it can be a bit more aggravating maybe for the family. So to see someone who, you know, might not have your mannerisms and the family gravitate to him, it can be a bit challenging, right? So yeah, but yeah, I also loved Manny. Like every few minutes we saw Manny judge people. I don't want them as my hero. I don't want them as my hero. Which was really, really funny, because obviously when Manny was conducting his list on who was his hero and all of that, it was just so funny how he was crossing off the list and all of that, and ultimately they all of them together encompassed his heroes, basically the modern family. So it was really, really fun stuff to see how him disqualifying people and all of that ultimately resulted in them being his heroes. So yeah, funny how that worked out. But yeah, great episode. So yeah, we got 2 more episodes left to go. I feel like things are shaping up really, really neatly with heading into season 5 with Claire with that opportunity for a job and Haley's looking into that college thing. So yeah, things are shaping up really, really neatly, I would say, for season 5 in terms of where characters might be as we enter that 5th season. So yeah. But I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!